Okay, so as you obviously can see, I changed the layout. And I don't want to save too much stuff for the recount, so here it is. I'm holding the mic with my left hand, this is my right. So as you can see, I got an area right here and right here. You probably don't know what I'm pointing at, but you know. So the area above me is going to be showing the top 3 if I'm ever going to have it. And to the left of me, well, yeah, to the left of you, basically, but it is also to the left of me, which is kind of weird. What's going to happen is it's going to have any additional information, and it's probably also going to show the crime scene. So this is going to be my new layout. So, okay. So, I'm holding my microphone right now, so I hope this is good. I really do. I'm going to be doing this no matter what. So, for the third time, there's something I'm going to say. So basically what I'm going to do, for the crimes that are not going to happen, I'm just going to add them. To be honest, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say the crimes that probably wouldn't have happened, so anyway, I'm just going to ignore them. I'm just going to count them as normal to the end, where at the very end, I'm going to show the crimes added together that didn't actually happen, technically. So I'm going to have those, if you really want them. And then I'm just going to put them in a normal list. I'm going to probably not be talking when the episode plays that much. And I don't really know what else to say. My intros are usually longer than this. Actually, no, they aren't. So I'm going to look through at my other intros and see if I missed anything. But, alright. So, without further ado, let's actually start this and try to do it with the new layout. So I hope you can hear my voice from here. Alright. First one. First crime. So here we go. So I'm just gonna say, if you can hear me, if you want to look, there's gonna be a big problem, as you can obviously see, and I'm gonna talk about that after I'm gonna talk about it while talking about the first crime, and I'm gonna stop here. So the first crime is, well, this is obviously improperly disposing of drones. Because as you can see a little later, this is going to be involving the next one. A drone wakes up. So obviously, improperly dispose of them. I'm actually going to try to use my right hand. Here we go. So I don't know how this looks yet, but whatever. So this is improperly disposing of drones. But it's made by JC, since it's about disposal of drones, right? But it's also serial murder, right? The thing is, it's kind of confusing, because here's 2 questions. Or a question. Do I either want to do it just with our laws, just with our laws, not theirs, or 2, involve the policy? Because let's say they have a policy of see what happens if you dispose of one. Well, 1, they don't, because they don't do it, and even if they do, if they said they even won't, you still got it. So, and the fact that murder drones also weren't made by JC Jensen, they were made by Sin, as Tessa says. So, that's another thing I'm going to talk about. But, yeah. So, the only way is saying I'm going to need an exact value for improperly disposing a drone. And if I don't, I'm just going to stick with serial murder, which would give JC Jensen a death sentence, boys. Let's go. I actually haven't added up the total, so this is going to be interesting. Alright. Next one, this is what I also need to talk about. Well, actually, what was the other thing I was going to talk about? Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. The Absolute Solver and Sin. Right now, I'm going to keep them. I probably already talked about this in some video. Oh, yeah, probably my update video that I did. Anyways, I'm just going to say it one more time. The Absolute Solver and Sin are going to be the same for me when I do the crime, because at 4 points, I had the same names. Absolute Solver, Sin, Eldridge J, and Solver Uzi, because they were all technically the Absolute Solver. So, right now I'm just going to have them, but in the recount, I'll try to find a distinctive answer, alright? Good. Now this is the most confusing crime I've seen in a while. Yes, probably one of the worst crimes in the whole entire series was in less than a second. Let me explain. So, this is probably one of the first moments that we actually see a video of in the Murder Jones series, I believe. And this, we believe, is the Absolute Solver talking to Sin. Because, you know, Tessa brought in a drone and guessing to get lies, you know. And if you saw on that screen, I'm not going to pause it. I tried already in the first video and it took me 2 minutes, so I'm not going to do that. So, what I'm going to talk about here is the fact that what it is. Oh, sorry. Give me a minute. Sorry, guys. I had to plug in my laptop. So, anyways, what I was saying is, I don't know about this. Okay? We know this is App Solver going to Sin, you know. I think. The thing is, this has to be a crime, right? Well, oh wait, why did I not even put mind control? Oh, you know why? I think I didn't. Oh, forgot some crimes then. Anyways, I didn't put mind control here because this wasn't necessarily mind control. It was just necessarily the Absolute Solver tricking Sin into doing something. And I know that has to be something. And then Absolute Solver basically had full control, I believe. Or at least most of the control. So right here, the closest thing I could have ever found with my little research, I am going to admit that, is coercion. I was going to put a death penalty because of how severe not the crime is, but what happened after. So, sorry, if you see me looking in a random direction, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. So, anyways, yeah, what I believe is I don't know. This seems to be a crime. But again, I don't know. So, I'm gonna put, I don't know for this. You can probably know. So, let's move on to the next crime. And what I'm actually gonna do, instead, I usually now skipped, but what I used to do, and what I'm gonna do now, is I'm gonna watch the whole video. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through this slowly just to talk about anything. Oh, reminds me, again, I also talked about the theories here. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh. Oh, that's just speech, okay? That's just speech, okay? Nothing wrong with that. No, this just scares N. And also the fact he's like, peace. So, nothing really, the trouble there. We also got our next crime here. So, I'm going to be talking loud. I hope this works. Please work. Okay. Alright. Alright. So, you can probably know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to count that first one because we actually have no idea what happened. It was probably same stabbed. But I don't think there's any really evidence. So anyways, animal cruelty. This is obviously done. And for some reason later, I put something basically the same and I put animal abuse. Actually, no. It was like 5 minutes later in the episode. I put animal abuse instead of animal cruelty. That's weird. Anyways, and this is obviously animal cruelty. Not as much as Doll in episode 2 was. Because, well, she literally exploded the same cockroach. So... oh. Sorry. So, this is less, but it shouldn't be. And also, I'm going to give 2 years. Straight up, I just give 2 years or 1 year. Alright? It'll show here and whatnot. Alright? Let's move on to the next one. Oh. This is again scaring N, so nothing to worry about. I want to leave this cutesy in.
Giggle, I am so naughty. The flesh demands invitation.
Thinking of the recount, I'm going to show some funny moments.
We'll ask
Alright.
Tessa, okay?
This is
If
close.
not-
Okay, this is close to... There was an ad, so I couldn't show that. Anyways, well, it's close enough, so I'm just going to show it. Hey, our first look at how humans are going to be animated. It was actually pretty cool. How we saw the humans. That was pretty good.
Style.
Were you programmed by Beats? So you could probably understand what that was.
Humans coming.
Alright. So I don't know why I'm switching back and forth between my left and right hand. So anyways, as you can see, this is presumably JC Jensen. Okay? this is probably some relation to higher ups of JC Jensen. So I'm gonna presume, okay, you're improperly disposed of the drone. I'm not saying you killed. But again, since I don't know, I'm gonna have a replacement for now. And here's the thing: it's not first or second, or it's not first, second, or third degree murder. Well, because it's not third degree murder because that doesn't even look like third degree murder. It's not first degree murder because you had to have planned the murder beforehand. Second degree murder, you had to plan the murder, but not who, and that's not even it. So really, the next best thing, voluntary manslaughter, which I can give 15 years for. Okay. So that's what's gonna be happening. Oh, that's why I keep switching. So, alright. So that's gonna do voluntary manslaughter, 15 years for JC Jensen. Let's move on to the next crime. Oh, I want to talk about this.
On you go.
Alright. As you can see, Tessa rubs her arm and Jay knows what she's talking about.
I'm right, Jay.
I'm right, Jay, yeah. So what I'm going to say here, I'm going to talk about that later. That's a later crime. And if you know, good job. Spoilers if you obviously don't know. Oh, sorry, I keep looking at myself in the mirror. Spoilers, obviously. So, that's just excitement. He's fine, whatever. Oh, that's... she has some problems and also the orders, so I can allow it.
Sorry, Mother.
Is this good?
Christ almighty!
I don't know if I should allow this one.
I still can't follow simple. Clogging our library tomorrow too.
Ooh, this is interesting here. Alright. I did not talk about this, but let's just, okay. Can they do that? Yes. Plain answer is yes. And again, here's my answer to the question I said at the beginning. I don't know if I actually answered it. Is what I'm gonna do for probably if we get into almost an exact value, I will go with that crime. Then here, it's a valid reason because you are clogging the library and they basically didn't work and then they just kind of thing. So I'm gonna allow that. No crime there. No crime here.
Here
Here we go. This is what I wanted to talk about.
And your fans.
This is actually the crime. The crime was started. So I was looking at the wrong thing. All right. So you probably want to look at this. This is where it's a little interesting. So, So this is what I'm gonna do here. All right. He just plays catches with them, and then another caught it, and then they were biting him, and you know that. Alright. Alright, so, what happened there? Attempted first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and the imprisonment. I didn't put kidnapping because it was for a very short time, and I would say it's like holding somebody down without their permission. And I guess, technically, it's not kidnapping. And kidnapping just doesn't sound... I guess unlawful imprisonment is more accepting than kidnapping. It's better connotation, I would say. Yes, English words. I keep looking at myself in the mirror now. So anyways, that's justified. I'm going to say that I put that at 5 years. And then now... why should JC Jensen be charged for something the Crows did? Well, this is what I'm going to do. They, obviously, after that, maybe they didn't know that first one. Let's just give them the... I put second-degree murder. Now, why did I put attempted first-degree murder and then second-degree murder? Well, it already happened. So, for attempted first-degree murder makes sense. Second-degree murder, they wanted to kill... They didn't really... Actually, wait, no, it has to be voluntary manslaughter then. So, yeah, that would be voluntary manslaughter, not second-degree murder. Let me change that. I can change that. I got my pen real quick. I'm going to change that. So, it's going to be, voluntary manslaughter. And then, for N, it's targeted, so that is going to be second-degree attempted murder. So, it's going to be updated to attempted second-degree murder, voluntary manslaughter and unlawful imprisonment, which I think is going to give 40 years. Wait, no. I think I'm going to give the attempted second-degree murder 10 years. Well, 5 years. You know, I'm going to do that. Second-degree murder, 15 years. Unlawful imprisonment. No, then that's the trouble. Alright. I'll cut back till I get a decision. Okay. I came to a decision. Alright. So what's going to happen is the second degree attempted murder is going to be 10 years. Voluntary manslaughter is going to be 15 years. And, right? Hold on, am I getting confused? And unlawful imprisonment is going to be 5. I'm just going to do that. So that's going to be J.C. Jensen for 30 years for second degree attempted murder, unlawful imprisonment, and voluntary manslaughter. Okay? I'm just going to keep it at that. Let's continue. I'm at 17 minutes? How, bro? Alright, whatever. Something right after this I want to talk about. It's actually really simple. I'm just going to skip through it, to be honest. You would already know. Uzi hacking into a bird. This is obviously the first crime. That is definitely not going to happen. Uzi animal cruelty, 2 years. If you be mind controlled or seen, I'm going to be mad at that too. So, 2 years for Uzi. Again, there's another crime right after this. You might be confused about it, but this is what I was talking about, the 5 minutes later thing. If you remembered, you say this is what I'm talking about.
Jay, industrial machinery, check us a hand! Sorry, boss. Corporate spoken. Sin! In that little...
Alright. So, as you can see, that's kidnapping. I'm going to put that as kidnapping, but the thing is, I like a kidnapping calculator. I always use a kidnapping calculator for this. And what I put in for J.C. Jensen's past crimes, I got in and put an average 295 months and $137,500. Do you think that's too much? No. For J.C. Jensen to do, no. But what I mean is too much as saying, well, they've done it multiple times, so even if it does seem too much, that is like almost what? That's 20 years. 25. That's almost 20. That's basically 25 years. That's fine. I'm going to do that, okay? So yeah, J.C. Jensen's going to be charged with kidnapping, 295 months, and $137,500. And while this plays, I'm going to be getting the pen and marking. So, I'm just going to let this play.
For your sake, I swear!
I have backups.
Ah.
You will not have to discard your pets, and I will not discard you. Just stay away from the gala, dog. You seem squeamish.
So,
Hey, dads. You know? So, you saw, see, I updated, so you're right here, blah, 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 wait, what did I even show you? Absolute, obviously, animal cruelty, 3 years, because you're taking off limbs, and I would say that's equal. And then, what talked to Tessa? I thought, just stay away from the gala. You seem squeamish. So I thought that was a threat, so I would have put it down as threat. Then I realized, just stay away from the gala. That one Tessa did. Sin didn't do anything. So what I'm gonna do, Absolute Solver, animal abuse by Absolute Solver for 3 years. And then I don't know, maybe. And then something's right after this again. Something's in episode 5 has some stuff right after it. This next
so
one.
these are memories, and future me is dead at a sleepover?
Not a sleepover. You passed out because some internal program is trying to delete these memories.
Sorry.
Cause of you? Cause you're doing that?
I'm helping, you cute, weird butler. We find out what happened to you here, restore the memory files, and save you from being digitally lobotomized. Library basement. Giddy up.
Uzi realizes that En's not going to remember this. Or if he does, yeah, he'll... No. Right? Whatever. Anyways, this is obviously mind controlling or fraud, and I put in what I put here. whatever I got this result. It's being by the Absolute Solver, Mind Control Fraud times 2, 20 years, and $2.3 million. It still has to pay for a planet that's $4 or $5 quadrillion. So yeah, that's an update. There is, when I saw there was really the only thing that was really there is the $4 and $5 quadrillion thing. So I don't know if it's that or that. I'm going to keep $4 quadrillion if you're wondering. So yep. That's what I'm in charge. Here is the next crime. Oh, nah, I don't think that's okay. Okay, here you go. Here's the next crimey.
Where were we?
Probably guess what it is. Maybe. It's my favorite crime. If you didn't know that from episode 1, it should be dead giveaway. That should also be a dead giveaway. I'm just gonna let it go on a little longer.
I can pull you out
Now, please.
Okay. So if you probably don't know, it's Desecration of Corpse times 3, and the classic charge, 21 years and $24,000. Let's continue, and probably our biggest break yet. Moving V, I would say is fine. I would say I'm gonna allow that if it's we're gonna consider that a crime, whatever. That's a bad thing. Saying that's good. That's good. That's good. That's gonna save the gala. That's fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna go here. This is where some stuff is gonna definitely change. So here it is. Here we go.
We need the basement key. This bird's from the future.
I'd kill you.
Hold on, where does Uzi even pull that key
I'd
from?
kill you.
Didn't even see that key.
Sin's gonna massacre the gala.
That's Jay was like, oh, serious? So from the looks of it, Jay is being serious when she needs to, but here she is.
She's cool.
Alright, Jay, to be honest, I feel like I like past Jay better than actual Jay. Sorry if I'm in talking, but okay, here we go. A lot of things happening
Do your
here.
basement thing. We got the coma patient you creeped on.
Not creepy. Sweet.
Yeah, I creeped on is by, touching moving her. No, save, obviously.
Crikey, what a bounding hump to ruffle!
There's an ad for
Why are you talking like that?
Game Maker. Anyways, sorry. So as you can see, I'm just gonna say the crimes were fraud, attempted first-degree murder times 3, and assault and battery. Now, the crimes that did not happen is attempted first-degree murder, one of them, and the assault and battery towards the end. So here we go. The total is for the ones that are 2 life, 10 years, and $1.15 million. And for the ones that didn't work, it's going to be 1 life, 6 years, and $2,000. So, in total, it's going to be 3 life with no parole, 16 years, and $1,152,000 charged for the Absolute Solver. Let's continue. I didn't talk about that for some reason. I'm just going to leave some stuff. I think, okay, great timing, because that's what I put exactly to put the crime starts. This is probably the first time when I looked through this. This is the only one that I put as name. So, obviously, Animal Cruelty, 1 year by the Absolute Solver, no doubt about it. That was hacking, save and save his memories, all
And
that.
Jay is useless.
All that jazz. So now you have to look at something. Is that okay? Okay. Oh.
Unfortunately,
Okay. Like in the future?
unfortunately. Now let's see what that little yellow creep was up to. Oh. So.
Okay. I am going to mention something after this that I learned from a
Pretty
theory that I recently watched.
origin story.
Not dealing with
So I
this
just
great, to be
want to
immediately
go through
honest.
this.
Okay, it's gone.
Alright. So, this is interesting. This would be, I counted, and there's like 6 corpses, so you know, desecration of corpse times 6, 42 years, and $48,000 for the absolute solver. But the problem is, this is memories, right? Anything could happen. I'm like, no, this couldn't be faked. Well, what if it's it was a trick and N's imagination, like his own corpse in the chair? So what I'm thinking now is that this is basically after, or the memories of what he already experienced, and let's say for some it's like after. It's like resetting these memories one more time. Basically, I think all of that did not actually happen, and I did do that. So, I'm just gonna leave it as Gucci. Okay? Alright, and then there's another crime right after this. And by somebody you probably didn't expect.
Let's get out of here.
A good old, my favorite
Hey, buddy.
main sidecar card character. You probably already know what it is. Good old doll. Yeah, that's my favorite main side character. Now I have to explain. They've been important to the story, but not as important as the main character, but not as least important as a side character. Alright, so anyways, basically what it is, doll breaking and entering through Uzi's room, battered with con, and property damage to the door. I estimated the door to be $1,300. I did 3 months for the breaking and entering, and 1 year for the battery, I think, whatever. So in total, doll, breaking and entering, battery, and property damage is going to be charged with 1 year, 3 months, and $1,300. Let us continue. This is obviously going to be what's going to happen right after this. Crime right after it.
You okay?
Actually, never mind. This is where it's a little confusing. So, I'm just going to say it right now. The crime is split into 3 parts. But I'm just going to give the crime right here, right now.
Let's reset these memories. One more
I
time.
guess you can put it here. Alright, I think this is fine. Yeah, this is fine, this is fine. Alright, good. Okay, this is fine. It just shows it right there. Attempt and first degree murder by saying it could also be fraud, but I didn't. On unlawful imprisonment, so saying the absolute solver, attempt and first degree murder, and unlawful imprisonment. Here, that crime did not actually happen. I already did the other fraud, so it's going to be life, no parole, and 5 years. And that's going to be the last crime that didn't technically happen. And let's move on to the next crime. I don't think anybody knows that, and nobody's really threatened, so... Oh, I looked, and what I'm guessing...
Tessa,
Um...
you didn't have
Whatever. I'm just gonna put it... I counted 10. I used to be 30, but yeah. So battery times 10. That's 30 years and... No, right? Hold on, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. It's gonna be, for battery times 10, it's gonna be 10 years and $20,000. Let us continue. I think I'm just gonna continue off from here because I'm very excited to tell you guys. Probably guess what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a little
You didn't have to see this.
genocide, baby. Woo! Sorry if I'm too loud.
Son of a...
Alright, so I'm just gonna straight up, so, hold on. Sorry. So, I just want to clarify something. Do not do any of these crimes presented in here. When I was happy about why genocide happened was because, well, it was the first time it happened. I should have said it a while ago, but I never did, so I was happy to actually show it officially. So, yeah, that's why I was happy. I'm not promoting children to mass murder, literally, a group, okay? I don't know, okay? Just don't go around and committing murder or any of these crimes in this account, okay? This is just for entertainment purposes. Should have said that at the beginning. but I'm saying it now because I was happy for genocide. Okay, let's get back to the video. Anyways, pause at the right time. Absolute Solver is going to be charged with genocide, which is obviously going to be the death penalty, and I think this is where the Absolute Solver passes the, if not later or earlier. And then this is just some other stuff. Nothing. I don't know. I didn't put a crime as stealing what Doll did. So at first this interaction I would say, but Uzi's like, So it's like kind of confusing, but I didn't. Doll isn't trying to cause any harm based on what she said.
Monster thing?
And then, okay, actually what is...
Fabric, the void,
So Solver of the Absolute Fabric, the Void, the Exponential End. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to talk about here. It was shown a little earlier, but this is going to be the final crime I'm going to put down here in this order, which is going to be battery, or assault and battery.
Gross. True.
And for the other times, this is 1 year and $4,000 for some reason. I'm going to put it as that. Already did it once. I'm going to count it again as the same interaction. Saving. I don't know. The doxing and all that, that's fine. And I would say if I was Uzi or N or V in that situation, I would have totally allowed that. That's a totally understandable reaction. I didn't count that.
Let's go.
Here we go. Okay, so I hope that is it. Seriously, I'm not gonna make another video. You're gonna get this one. It's kind of sad I'm not doing a top 3. As I'm gonna show. You saw later. I'm obviously not gonna do top 3 because only 3 are committed. I'll just give you the order here. At first it was the JC Jensen, like, first. Then when the Absolute Solver got that death penalty at the end, it skyrocketed to first. And then we got Doll at third. Like, that's literally the only important stuff you had to do, so I'm not doing a top 3. I'm only doing a top 3 if there's at least 4 people. And in episode 2, there was only 1 that committed a crime. So, what edition am I going to name this? Because episode 1, I just started with the Merge and Starts for the crimes. Episode 2, I did the Absolute Solver edition. Episode 3, I did Doll edition. Episode 4, why do I mean, I'm skipping episodes. I did Solver Uzi or Absolute Solver edition again, whatever. I might have just not done anything. In episode 5, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do Sin edition. Not the Absolute Solver edition, but I'm going to do Sin edition because this was in Sin's body. Alright? So, let me see how far this is. Goodness gracious. Okay. So, thank you guys for watching. I got a little headache for talking this loud. But, I'm going to add up the totals. You're going to see it at the end. I'm going to be surprised what I see. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you for watching my stuff.